So, Zohran Mamdani, the question begets. Beyond that smiley, happy face, that friendly politician, is there a dark side to him? Is he anti-Semitic? Is he a Islamic, if not terrorist, is he an Islamic sympathizer? Does he want the spread of Islam in USA? Is he a socialist or evil socialist, like they call it? Now, plenty of stuff flying around, plenty of discussions in my WhatsApp group. So I thought, chalo, yalla, I'll also share what I have to say. Now, if you check on Instagram, after you type Zohran Mamdani, here's the surprising bit. For some reason, after I typed about him, I've started to get a flood of videos which show Muslims praying in New York Times Square, all of them, okay, in large numbers. And they're praying loudly. Why? Because they want to make a very big statement. They want to make the statement that Islam is here to stay. We are not afraid of you. This is the spread of Islam. Islam is going to take over the world. Okay, agreed. And there was another influencer that showed a video of, where she said, there are 500 mosques in New York, but all the Muslims are not praying inside the mosque. They are coming out and they want to make that statement. We are not going to hide and pray. We are going to pray in front of everyone and let everyone know what is Islam, so that more brothers and sisters can come to Islam. And I even got videos of Muslim imams and, Muslim preachers telling foreigners, say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, or whatever, to convert. Okay. And that marketing promotion PR is going on. Yes, the controversial one was where one African American who is black, he is having an orange beard. He goes into this grocery shop and he tells the guy, brother, from today, we don't want non-Muslim products like alcohol, beer. We don't want bacon. We don't want pork. You should ensure that halal products are there for our Muslim community. And yes, there is that very silly but infamous image where there's a note written and plastered. I think it was in UK, where please be respectful towards Muslims. Don't bring your dogs for a walk. In Islam, dogs are haram. You should respect us, so don't keep your dogs around. Okay, fine. So, I know all these things happen. And if you want to go down the rabbit hole, yes, there are very, very controversial stuff. Everything from people have this, that in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Muslims are, they're getting married to girls who are as young as 6 or 9. We have seen those videos. Let's not deny it is happening in these countries. In Iraq, the, politicians, they are fighting for this right to make it official that you can marry underage girls. Google search, don't take my word for it. Okay, fine. And yes, the age-old argument where, we have these terrorists, the ISIS, they all the Allah Akbar and explosion and cutting, chopping, killing. We have seen these terrorist groups. Okay, so we call a spade a spade. But now what has this guy got to do with all this is the question. And I think the bigger question is, now that he's come into power, will more Muslims come into power? We have seen what happens in UK. In UK, almost every politician, every person in power is now today a Muslim. So is that going to happen in USA? Now, in my humble opinion, I don't think Americans are going to keep quiet and allow this to happen so very easily. Don't underestimate the power of USA, especially our Christians. Okay, they are not going to go down without a fight. And yes, we're going to see a lot of problems between Muslims and Christians. We will see that. It is bound to happen. US is a country with blacks and whites and Muslims and Christians, and it's going to go on. But now let's focus on this guy. So I went through some of the facts. These are the interesting bits. Let me start. And yeah, feel free to tell me, where do you think I'm... Zohran Kwame Mamdani is an American politician, born 1991, younger than me, man. Okay, pretty young. From Kampala, Uganda. His father was Mahmood Mamdani, a famous professor, but his mother, Oscar-nominated Mira Nair, Indian. Oof. And the movies that she directed, I'm pretty sure you must have heard, if not seen. Salam Bombay, 1988. Mississippi Masala, 1991. Kama Sutra, Tale of Love, 1996. Monsoon Wedding, 2001. Slow movies, worth a watch if you have time. Right. So he decided to move to USA to get, graduated from Wesleyan University, obviously to get the American citizenship so he can be in the country of the, land of the free, home of the brave, and achieve the American dream. Now, his initial job before getting into politics was housing counselor, where he helped tenants in the Queens, rough part of the neighborhood, fight evictions and bad living conditions. I don't know, maybe he liked to serve, or maybe he liked to be into that, service and move into politics. However, he did move into politics and joined the Democratic Party. And the party that he has joined is Democratic Socialists of America, DASA, DSA. Okay. So he got elected in the New York State Assembly 2020, and he's a member of the Socialist Caucus of New York State Legislature. I don't understand that. You can tell me what do you understand about this. Okay, fine. Now, his style of politics, or why he got elected, is because these are some of the political goals that he had. Close the gap between rich and poor, bring an end to racism, cheap affordable housing, stop rent increase, tax the rich, tax big companies, create a minimum wage of $30. And yes, let's not forget universal childcare. Buses should be free for transportation, and he wants to create a store where people can go and shop groceries for a lower price. Very good. Acha aadmi. Okay. Now, by the way, I forgot to mention two other points where this is controversial. He also wants insurance free for everyone. He wants to defund the police. What does he mean by defund is, instead of having policemen, use force like the George Floyd kind of episode, you should be kind to them, loving to them, sweet to them, which I totally disagree. He wants less people to go into prison, and he wants more money to be focused on community help and reform. Okay, sounds very goody nice. But now there is a controversial side, which they try to dig up and smear. And these are facts. These are not fake ones. He was arrested during housing, not jail, protests inside the New York State Capitol. He was protesting for more money for housing for the homeless and less punishment for people, and they should not go to jail. He's a leading sponsor of good cause eviction bill to protect tenants from being evicted from their houses. And this is the part which is most controversial, and it's a fact. He is a critic of the Israeli government. He has participated in protests for ceasefire in Gaza, and he supports the BDS movement, which is boycott, disinvestment, and sanctions against Israel. So what do they say? You have to end the occupation of Palestinian lands, allow Palestinian citizens back into their country, allow refugees to live a decent life, and the stuff that you and I stand for. Don't kill innocent people, men, women, and children. Don't starve them to death. Okay. So this is all that he has done. But now, what is the conspiracy bit? What is the part that is making people afraid? This is where his opponents have been busy promoting through influencers or people who don't like him. He's anti-American. He is a terrorist sympathizer. He wants to destroy New York. He wants to bring a Venezuelan style of socialism. He's an outsider. He's not a real American. He will hurt the New York economy. He will lead to job losses. He will make people with power and money, billionaires, who can give other people jobs. He'll make them go out of New York and give jobs to other people in other states. Because of him, now there'll be a rise in Muslims. There'll be a rise in Islam. There'll be a rise in protest and riots. And most important one, which they all have been spreading, is he is an anti-Semitic. He will bring a very strong wave of hatred towards Jews. Okay. So now that I've given you everything, what do I feel? Which part is true? Which part is false? I'll just focus on the fear. One is about Islam. Whether you like it or not, whether Muslims agree to it or not, Islam and Muslims, they want the spread of Islam. You've seen this in the UK, that if after one Muslim person comes in power, they bring all the other Muslim people in power. Okay, they want their Muslim brotherhood. They want Islam. A Muslim is loyal to Allah. A Muslim is loyal to Prophet Muhammad. A Muslim is loyal to Islam. And the tenet of Islam and Muslim life is the spread of Allah's word, or we know that. Let's not deny it. So there will be a spread of Islam. Number two is this anti-Semitic and anti-Judaism. That is all bullshit, which I don't buy and believe into that. There is a very strong lobby for Jews, Israel, and the promotion of making sure US is always with Israel. So that I don't buy and believe. Now, as far as him being good for New York, this you don't know, I don't. I just say give him a chance, because we've seen what happened with Obama. Beautiful words, excellent oratory, great with making people feel a change. Yes, we will bring. But turned out to be the person I admired and loved the most, Obama. I hate him the most. Oh, he is the biggest bullshitter who has contributed the maximum. If you compare Donald Trump versus Obama, the number of people who died under Obama is just crazy. So he's just a puppet. So we have to see whether this guy also will be a puppet. I'll just say one last thing. I am really afraid for this guy, because just as Donald Trump nearly escaped assassination, just one little bit, his brains would have been out. Just as Charlie Kirk was killed because he was criticizing Israel and Jews. This guy, how long is he going to last, is a big question. I'm just sincerely, from my heart, I'm worried for him. I just hope he has enough and more protection 24/7 because he is in the limelight. And we have seen what happens to people who speak against the Jews, against Israel. I'm not talking of anti-Semitism. I'm talking of being a critic for Israel's politics. Okay. So what do you think? Do you think it's good for United States? Do you think it's good as a leader? Do you think it's good for the world? Or do you think behind that smiley mask, that happy politician is a dark, sinister game that he's playing? Is he a puppet? What are your views? Let me know. Good, bad, ugly. I'd love to hear from you. And this is me signing off. All right. Type down below. I'll read it. You guys take care. Yalla. Bye.